Hey cupcakes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe. Today is September 5th and it's 2025 and it's Friday. Happy Venus Day and it's 7:39 a.m. Okay, so let's see what y'all got going on. 7 is all about partnerships, balance, relationships, okay, order, structure, contracts, right? And then we have Gemini energy. That's all about communication, creativity, choices, you know, the lovers, if you want to be technical, the magician. So there could be some tricky energy in the midst, or maybe something was misconstrued, or there could have been like a slight misunderstanding, or whatever the case may be. And something could have closed some shit down completely. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be using these cards today. Let me make sure everything's out the box. All right, we're going to be using the golden oracles, the cosmic, and just a regular tarot deck. Okay, so something could be over because I picked up the deck and it's on. Yeah, somebody could have PASS. You know what I'm saying? My condolences. Oh shit, look, maybe. Oh, this is somebody's passed over loved one who's bringing in a message. So I did these channel messages on August 22nd at 5:32 p.m., which was a Friday. Oh shit, crazy. Something about Jada Pickett. I know Jada is a Virgo, so something could be happening right here in the season. And happy birthday, Virgos. I hope it's amazing. I heard happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And then they about to drag it out. Something is like long-winded, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody could be having shortness of breath. Somebody could have started a season and they could have asthma. Something about seasonal asthma. I heard seasonal amnesia, selective amnesia. So maybe somebody said something about something, child, and they just don't recall. Yeah, somebody got the reminder. Maybe somebody, I was hearing yesterday, somebody said one thing about a Virgo gonna argue you down, but they gonna come with receipts. They don't mind arguing with you because they always have receipts. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could be trying to challenge you. This could be somebody from Los Angeles, or maybe you're in LA. This could be, you could be building something, or this could have been something from the past. Maybe somebody tried to steal something that you were working on, and maybe you already got the shit trademark or copyrighted or whatever the case. And you know, one thing about a Virgo gonna make sure some shit is in patent. Okay, so if you think you about to take anything, bitch, we will be in court. Like, and this is when I thought of the fucking idea. Okay, and then this is when I patent the shit, and this is when I actually started using it. Okay, yeah, so good luck with that. All right, so something about a month from now. Okay, something about a teardrop earring, a teardrop heart earring or something like that, or a heart earring. Or this could be somebody's crying. They could be heartbroken. Somebody's heart chakra could be opening. A lot of you guys could just be hella emotional, just in tune, very compassionate. Okay, because we just did leave Leo season, and Leo is all about the heart chakra. So this could just be you guys getting a lot of attention. A lot of people are intrigued with you. This could also be like, you know, like seasonal. Remember I said something about seasonal? This could be like a seasonal depression as well, because Virgos do get, you know, around their birthday season, we tend to do get like depressed low-key, because we want to kick it and all of that good shit, but we don't really have a lot of people we fool with like that and fraternize with. So the hermit, we like to be in hermit, but then we like to step out as well. Okay, but something about a fishtail braid. Okay, you guys could be doing your hair like that. Something about a 22mm. Some of y'all might like to go to the gun range. Maybe you bought a gun for your birthday. Okay, maybe you're gonna get a gun because you know you might have to, oh bitch, tower, yeah, you might have to stop somebody in their tracks because somebody might keep on pursuing you or stalking you or just making you feel hella uncomfortable. And that's not a reason to get a gun, but safety is first. And if you're in LA, I believe you can carry, right? Something about a DNA transfer, trauma, traits, diseases and stuff like that. Somebody name could be Peaches. Somebody could have a big ASS, okay? Somebody might like your behind. Okay, maybe you're getting a peach cobbler cake or something of the sort. Something about this moon energy, all right? Something could definitely be hidden. You could have been deceiving yourself, or there could just be a lot of illusions. You could be having vivid and lucid dreams, and maybe that's why you're really emotional or going deep within or needing to go within to figure something out. Okay, something about sirens, alarms, wailing. So this could definitely be somebody crying, child. Something about 5 days evacuation. So this could be like a fire, God forbid. But there could be like some emergency assistance that's going to be needed. I heard that is it, okay? Something will be returned before sunset, okay? Something about 2020. This could even be... You know what I saw yesterday on Prime? I went on Prime. I had to order my baby some headphones for class, right? And the video, I think it was Project Gemini, came up, and I seen the mask. When I looked at the title, it said something of the sort that they messed up the earth so bad that humankind had to go up into space, and they had these big masks on their over their mouth and their nose to breathe. So I was thinking, I automatically went back to 2020. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, okay, what if when they did the whole mask thing back in the day, well, back in 2020, when they claimed COVID and all that stuff, how do we know that they weren't doing like a test trial to see how we breathe and how many people would go? And you know what I'm saying? How do we know that's not what they were doing? Because they already have all intentions. That's why they keep trying to go up there and mess with the space stations and all these different things. And it brings me back to Interstellar. When they went up there, remember, 2 hours up there was like 23 hours on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So, 23 years on Earth. So, I don't know if they've been doing stuff and they plan on moving up there and all this shit, but I feel like they can't get some type of coding right or something of the sort. It's like it's always an alarm or some type of something is always off, because I said something about a month later. So something is just not quite right. They don't have the precise number or the precise sequence or the precise coding of some sort. So something could have happened back in 2020. Something could have happened back in 1888. Or this could be a frequency that you guys are on. Maybe you guys are listening to different tones. This could even be like a address, a phone number, license plate, somebody's social. Okay, this could be like your badge number, your this could be anything, or you're starting to look at different syncs and see that how things are always been aligned. No matter how chaotic it may seem, you were always in full alignment some way, somehow. Okay, so you're starting to trust spirit more. Something about 421 or 427, 922. This could be your birthday. This could be a code of some sort. Heavy coding coming up into this, especially with the DNA transfer and all that good stuff. So this could even be your flight number, your seat number, the time you have to depart or arrive, or could be your anniversary of some sort, or a birthday. So put it where it fit. This could just be your favorite numbers. So yeah, a lot of y'all could be playing lotto right now, because I know here in New York it's like $1 billion or something of the sort, right? Something about Catalea or orchid or orchids. It's the lilies. I was confusing it with the lilies, but some of y'all could be getting married around now, and that could be your wedding flower. I broke my glasses the other day. Like, I sat right on them. So maybe something Maybe you're looking for something and it's underneath you, or if it's underneath something, or it's like hidden in plain sight type energy, but you know, it was underneath you the whole time. Something about the initials SS and a secret or secret service. This could be them going up and doing all these different projects and research and experiments to see how we would adapt. Okay, so put it where it fit, child. Look, yeah, see how we would adapt. Okay, what else? I told y'all Jada Pickett. Something about James. Somebody's name could be James. Okay. I heard dress for success, so some of y'all could have like an interview or something. Something about artisan, the bread, or you guys could be traveling, or this could be an era or a specific time. Somebody's name could be Bernard. They could be a Capricorn. Something about Camden, New Jersey, or just Camden, the state, or this could be somebody's camera. They could be having, somebody could have hit a camera in a den or an office space or something like that. Something could be echoing, okay? Something could be echoing, and maybe when you sit on something, you'll realize something was underneath somewhere hidden. Okay, yeah, look, wow. I didn't even see that on the bottom of the deck, okay? Something about 1989. This could be the year you were born. Something about March 22nd, 9/22, April 21st, okay? 22 could be signet. This could be your ages. 1144, you could be seeing these numbers. 234, something could be going in order. All right. What else? I heard never forget where you came from. Something about a covenant. 331, 1044, James. Somebody's name could be James. Something about Princess Diana too. So maybe the anniversary is coming up. Maybe she's a Virgo. I'm not sure. All right. So, yeah. It says pay someone to give them your May or look. I don't know what I wrote here. Something about New Orleans too in royal blue. Okay. Yeah, somebody could be very upset with you guys at this time. So let's just do this. Happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. All right. I heard I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes tonight. Step in the name of love. Groove in the name of love. So y'all could be going out and having a good time. Yeah. Shit. I know that's right. I'm sitting here now thinking what I'm going to do. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to eat because y'all know I'm fasting. So I'm always fasting now. My kids be like, do you even eat? And I'm like, yeah. Okay. Let me cut it. You need to cut it. Something about cake. I'm definitely getting me some cake, child. I don't know if I want to make me like a rum cake. You know what I'm saying? The Jamaican rum cake. Because, you know, I'm about to call my auntie, my mother, twin sister, and see, like, yeah. Something about Mercury retrograde. Something could be coming in full circle now from Mercury retrograde that you manifested. You could have manifested a pet. Somebody could be buying you a pet. I'm hearing a little Shih Tzu for your birthday. That's cute. Ooh, maybe somebody want to confess something. They could have juggled you. I heard some Russian roulette, always bet on black, or somebody always bets on black. I'm hearing Issa Rae. So something definitely about LA. Let's get one of these to see what we're working with. I see communication in here. Something about pink flowers. Some of y'all could be getting flowers. No. Ooh, okay. No is a complete sentence I heard. So no, you could be denying somebody something. And yeah, it's not the right time. Okay? And what did I say something about that? I said that is it. Yeah. Oh, a Tesla too in heavy rain. Okay? Selective amnesia. Yeah. Somebody might be trying to play on your top. Okay? Somebody could have tried to really play in your fucking face. Like, you could have went for a procedure. Like, say you went to go do an MRI, but you get scared of going inside the, you know, the tunnel and shit, the little tube. And they gave you, like, maybe like a little NyQuil or something. Somebody could have, you could have sat with somebody in the office. You know how you cross your foot over your other foot, and somebody had on, like, black sneakers. They left you. You know, they dropped you back off, everything's done, everything's copacetic, and then they come back later on that afternoon and they have on blue sneakers with this, but the same outfit. And that's the first thing you notice, and they stay in your face and argue you down and saying that you're tripping because they had the sneaker on, because they didn't want you to know that they went to a baby mother house, or they went somewhere, or they were closer than, you know, they didn't want you to know they had means somewhere within the vicinity that they were able to switch out. You know what I'm saying? So, peep game, bitch. Yes, I cannot make it up, and y'all just see me. I just cut it. You need to cut it. Yeah. This could even be somebody you questioning about their sexuality. Yeah. And you could have argued them down, and they, no. And now they want to come fast. And you're like, bitch, get out of here. We already knew that. Okay, let's get one of these. What's going on with your career? So that's the overall. It's no. It's a complete sentence. Maybe this is with the pet. Maybe somebody somebody's asking you to get a pet, because I'm seeing Lilo and Stitch go across the TV. And you're like, no, I'm not buying no pet. We don't have money for that. You barely want to wash your ass. Okay, you barely want to clean up after yourself. You barely want to wash your ass. Who you think is about to yeah, somebody definitely trying to save face. Barely want to wash your ass. Don't want to clean up in the house. You don't want to do anything. You know, you can't get no pet. No, absolutely not. Yeah, somebody's real fucking dramatic, honey. Okay, but there's definitely opportunities about to open up because you're in alignment. I guess you're standing on business. You have some type of renewal, rebirth, or upgrade of some sort. Okay, maybe you cried your last motherfucking tear, bitch. Yeah, and you're like, you know what? Let's move into these manifestations. Yeah, outside forces. So your spirit team could definitely be helping you at this time. See something, understand something, notice something. Somebody could have even knew that you was highly intuitive, but they had to play with your mental, or they played a lot of mind games to make it seem like you weren't factual, because they knew they was doing a lot of fuck shit behind the scenes. Yeah. I mean, you could have been asking somebody about something, speaking on some shit that, and somebody else could have just been like, you know how sometimes, yeah, trapped. You know how sometimes somebody will say something, you'd be like, oh shit, how did they know that? You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to let them know you know. Okay, especially with a Virgo, you're going to peep the shit, and you're not going to say nothing, but that don't mean you don't know. You don't change your face. You don't break scene. You just, okay. You go always telling people lying, but you don't say nothing. You don't say a word. You let them think whatever they want to think, okay? Yeah. All right, let me cut it. You need to cut it. Somebody could be a street pharmacist, because I'm saying somebody cut the, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. All right, let me get one, spirit. What's going on with their career, the work sector? Timing. It's all about timing. Yeah, something is not the right time. Okay, you could have been that's where those alarms come back in. It's like something will return before sunset. So maybe you don't need to do something about the next 5 days, something about evacuation. This could be the job. Tesla, this could be a car, because you know they had a lot of recalls for them Teslas. So I'm not sure. Okay, maybe something's happening around this new moon. Somebody could be going to New Orleans, and they gonna end up crying or something might flare up. They might, something about FEMA as well, or maybe somebody gets triggered when they hear alarms or loud noises or smell smoke. It's like, or maybe somebody got hypnotized with the whole New Orleans thing, and it's given like they could hear a certain noise and it'll activate, or something will, you know, drudge up in there. Remember when Martin and Gina, not Martin and Gina, Martin and Pam, and she took her to the dentist, and yeah, some of y'all could have got the gas, you know, laughing gas, and y'all could have been talking shit, spilling the beans. That's where somebody confessed. Oh, bitch, this is getting thick already, okay? And like I said, you might have found something out, and you might have not said nothing. Somebody might have spoke something on themselves in a moment of, you know, and it was right on time, okay? So this could have been somebody who went to New Orleans and got hypnotized, and they came back, probably heard a bell or a siren or something, bitch, and it activated something in them. So let's read timing. It's all in the time. It's all in the timing right now. Pull another card to see if you need to do it again. Wait a while or make a different decision. But bitch, I feel like you already made a decision, and I told you certain things are lining up for you to understand, like, oh, it's not for, you're not being rejected. It's just, yeah, pricky situation. And didn't I say something about the magician with the communication? So maybe somebody says something and you peeped it, but you might have not reacted on it. You know what I'm saying? All goes back to your human design. You guys could be studying that. You guys could be certain projectors or generators or manifesting generators. Yeah. Maybe somebody went somewhere and didn't tell you something, or something is being illuminated on this journey, and you might want something to move accordingly or move faster than it has to, but it's all about steps. So it said pull one more cord. Yeah, something could have been short term, or somebody came in on some short term or will be, and you're seeing like, oh, and spirit might be trying to warn you that somebody or something or position or whatever, it just give it a little bit longer, because where you might have been going might have been like, I'm not even gonna go into it, but yeah, I get it. You might be going into something, man, thinking it's not going to be long term, but it is. Yeah, the future. This was the first card when we first opened the deck. It says something about the future. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. Yeah, so maybe those are times. 922, 421. Maybe you keep seeing these synchronicities. Maybe you need to go back, confirmation, if you can remember, and think about what you were doing around this time, or maybe something is coming back around from 2020, okay? Maybe you went into some type of agreement, something about gold too. Maybe you need to wear golds right now, because this looked like a gold ball right here. Some of y'all could be scries, okay? You could do like past life regressions. Maybe you had to deny somebody because you knew somebody wasn't right, or somebody could have came to you to get a reading. Something about your pentacle too. Maybe somebody could have came to you to get a reading, and that something was off about the energy. And it's so interesting because 322, the person that I was talking to you about, they are Aries. So somebody could have tried to lie in your fucking face, and you knew exactly what it was. You could have even had a fucking picture of the shoe, and they don't even know, like, you took a picture, or you were looking at something and you just so happened to, you know what I'm saying? Or something in the flow. Yeah. Somebody wants you to really like misstep, but definitely something about an echo. Somebody could be copying you. Something about a Cincinnati. Something about Cincinnati too. Okay. Yeah. Let me get one more for this timing. I feel like spirit wants you to be present and aware of what's going on. Don't just jump into something because you feel like, you know, you want to move forward. Really look and see if it's going to be beneficial for you. And I keep cutting it on short term. Yeah, it's going to be many options, but you're really going to have to, because with the many options that I just seen, yeah, gesture. This could even be you buying into Bitcoin, but you need to be wise about this, okay? People could be coming to you knowing you have these gifts and wanting you to help them make a choice, but you have to let these people know, like, they have to go with how they feel. Don't this look like a balloon? Many balloons are going to come, but look, this one looks slightly bigger than these. So you might be seeing something and it might be looking like, you know, what you think, but yeah, something is yeah, back in Leo season, you could have been looking at something, or Spirit was trying to get you to see something about what's really up your passion and what's just frozen, something that's not growing. I'm seeing the snake in here too. There go the rabbit. Okay, so something, I don't know if the year of the rabbit was 2020 or if it was last year, or it was one of these years, child. Something about an egg too. You could be eating a lot of eggs. Somebody might even this could even been somebody telling you that somebody was pregnant and you're like, bitch, no, you never told me that. They could have told you this back in Easter, that they were pregnant, or maybe somebody lied, bitch, and they forgot that they lied. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, bitch, I'm pretty sure you told me you were fucking pregnant. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get one more for this timing in the future. Something is going to be the perfect timing, but maybe you need to say no right now. This one, it's a flip. Yeah, moving up. But let's get a different one. All right, let it fall out itself. Yeah, real passion. Okay? Because something might be just a temporary fix right now. Maybe you went into something in retrograde thinking that's something you wanted to do, but once the energy shifted out, it's like you don't want to do that no more. It's just like they tell you, don't get back with somebody during retrograde. It's just for you to reevaluate, restructure it, revise it, you know what I'm saying, relaunch it, or whatever the case, not necessarily go back to that, you know. Okay, so something about the heart. Didn't I say something about a heart necklace or heart earrings, teardrops? Okay, you could have had your heart locked off, but maybe you're seeing that you were passionate about something, but it was stemmed from something else, you know? This could even be like, you could have got a past life reading and it told you, you know, what something that you might have left behind is what you need to pick back up, or, you know, revise it, or look into that, or nurture it. But something ain't the right time to do something else, okay? Stop wasting time in dead-end jobs. Okay, bitch, I can't make it up. And find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but not settle for less than you truly deserve. Yeah, so that's what Spirit telling you. It's all about timing. The perfect timing. And you're seeing the different alignments and what really truly works for you, and how you still might be holding on to some wounding or resentment that might be making you feel like you have to settle at the moment, but you don't. Oh yeah, that you're gonna get some type of proof about something, about some type of gift. You could talk to the dead. Okay, you could be a medium. Yeah, you could be a spiritualist. Maybe you guys do tarot, or you do divination, or you want to get into it, but family is just really like unsupportive, or, you know, you could have grew up in a traditional household and grew up in the church, and, you know, maybe they feel like, yeah, you might have to cut their ass off and cut left, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you've been being haunted because you ain't been really truly walking in your purpose, and you know what your calling is, but because of what people might say, or how it might be conflicting, or feeling like you have to compromise, yeah, it's gonna break your ass down, girl or guy. So like me with the tarot, yeah, maybe you feel, maybe because you live with them, maybe these people gonna put you out, maybe they're gonna abandon you and tell you have to leave. Yeah, and you like, damn, how could I be so in tune? How can I be so chosen, but I'm going through all this? Yeah, it's a test. That's why most people, when they come into this, they think everything is going to be all love and light and shit. And then They run back to the church talking about, oh, I found God. And girl, guy, who was you talking to before? You know what I'm saying? But they got scared. They don't want to do the work. This shit is not love and light, okay? You got to hit that bottom before you could even talk about anything around here. These parts, okay? So what is this? Yeah. Something about your goals. Let me see. I can't see that. That's too small. Let me get one more, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, trap. So something you might be going into could be a trap right now. Definitely could be a trap. And you don't see it. Okay? Yeah, trick. A lure victim. Somebody could be playing on your top. Okay? So I feel like you might have to tell somebody no. Yeah, you're going to get some proof for this, or yeah, somebody might just trying to win, or maybe somebody trying to scapegoat you. Okay, remember I said something about cutting something? So somebody could be cutting something up, and you know, you got to be careful because maybe your fingerprints are on something, or remember I said something about a 22 millimeter. Maybe somebody's doing something and then be like, oh, pass me that gun, or pick that up for me, or they did something with the gun and then they're telling you to move it and you don't realize that they're setting you up. It's a trap. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. You could be remembering something that somebody said or did. Something might trigger. Okay. You might find a necklace, find a watch, or hear some type of ticking or whisper, or maybe you sit in silence, but it ain't silent. Like, it might be quiet. Maybe you could have been sick and had some crazy, vivid-ass dreams, okay, about some money. A Leo, somebody who was in their pride and ego back in Leo season, and you might have forgot about it. Yeah, a nightmare, and something happens and triggers something in you. Confirmation, yeah. How somebody treated you. You might have overheard. Maybe somebody thought you were sleeping or something, and you overheard somebody talking about you. Or maybe you thought you were sleeping, but you were actually dreaming. Okay? All right? How somebody was planning to do something. Yeah, collaboration. Can't make it up. Okay? Yeah, somebody could have gave you something to drink, put something in your tea so you wouldn't see something that they were trying to cause you some type of loss or disappointment, or leave you out of something, or, you know, abandon you in some sense. But let's keep moving because I said all of this. All right, Spirit, what else? Let me just get one more for this trap. Look, this wanted to come out. Commitment, yeah. This was somebody's goal. It was 33 on the clock when I said that. This was somebody's plan, binding, obstruction, contract. Didn't I say that? Did I not say that? Somebody could have been definitely sending you negative energy, and Spirit didn't want you to do something. Or they could even tell on themselves like they were the one doing it without telling on themselves. You know? Somebody could have even been spying on you, looking into your future here, time and time again, seeing what you desire, what you're passionate about, where you're moving forward to. And this is all because you told them no. You could have rejected them in some sense. It don't have to be relationship, like romantic. It could have been a simple no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to invest in that. I don't want to be over there. I don't want to live with you. I don't want you living with me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be your friend. You know, and somebody feel away. Yeah. Look, yeah, somebody feel away. Somebody figure like, I'm going to win at all costs, no matter what. Or this could have been somebody who even set a trap for you. And maybe it was like down to the wire, and they weren't expecting you to say no. And I heard and I said this yesterday. Let me look up that law. I kept hearing the 48 laws of power, and I kept hearing law 21. Let me look it up. Is it the sucker one? Because I'm hearing stay sucker free or something like that. So you got to fool the fool who think they fooling you or somebody. I don't know. Look, law 21 and 48 laws of power. What law is that? Ooh, play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. So I'm telling you, somebody could have tried to do something to y'all. Or they've been doing something time and time again and you're starting to catch on. Okay? You starting to catch on. And it's like, it's down to the synchronicity. And it's like they could have started in 2021. That's where we get this 2021 from. And they could know that something, they could have even like hypnotized you while you were sleeping. Okay, or something about heavy rain, maybe some type of meditation. And it's like they could, remember Martin kept playing with her. He kept clicking in and clicking her out. You know, when I said something about Pam and Gina, yeah, now they in regret because maybe this is how they were manifesting from you in the past. Whoa, there go the Ten of Pentacles. This could be family. Yeah, they stressed out now because they no longer able to receive because you're not emotionally invested no more. You got hip to something. Yeah, somebody is confused on how this tower is hitting them like this. Yeah, maybe they're used to giving you money, but you must have rejected it this time, or you rejected something, you know? Ooh-wee, let's get one of these and we out of here. What's this no, Spirit? What is this no all about? Let me cut it. You need to cut it. Yeah. Maybe you address somebody like you need to cut something out. Maybe you call somebody out. Okay. Maybe you could even spoke to somebody like, why you keep jumping from relationship to relationship? Like, why you keep jumping from job to job? Why don't you sit down and figure out what it is you truly want to work on instead of just, you know what I'm saying? You keep trying to do something. You just keep worrying about what's going to happen in the future. Be present right now, you know? Somebody could be confused how you didn't fall for this time. Somebody could even came to you in the dream state as a pet or something about a red string. They could be trying to bind you up. Knots. I'm seeing somebody full perfect knots. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing the repairing the veil in the dream tarot, I believe. Not the dream tarot, in the dream oracle or something like that. Or is it the dream oracle? Yeah, I'm seeing repairing the veil. So something about a bow, like I said. Did I not say something about a bow or a flower? Somebody could have been putting flower in your tincture or tea or something like that. Look. I'm trying to tell you, bitch. In your drink, somebody could have 38. Somebody could have been poisoning you or dousing you or giving you something to drink. Oh my God. So you could go to sleep so they could do something to you. It's giving me the energy where that dude, look, look. I was just about to say that dude over in the UK where they had like a chat. And he was saying how he would drug his wife every night. And over hundreds of men came and slept with her. And she didn't even know. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Didn't I say something about selective amnesia? Bitch. Bitch. Yeah. This could even been a mother figure doing this. Oh my God, but then you started figuring it out. This is like somebody could have put you to sleep to take money from you or to say, oh, yeah, look. To say, oh, no, you never do that. Or I didn't say that. Or no, I don't remember you doing that. You know, that's how somebody kept you binded time after time. But they could have used your emotion to do it. Okay, they know how you feel about them. You could even you could have like a strained relationship with a mother figure and they use your heart. They use your emotion to bind you. But you caught on. All right. What's this no, Spirit? Ooh, that shit fell right over there, too. Yeah. Somebody don't want you to get some type of attention. Okay? You could even been saying, damn, it felt like I slept with somebody. You might have. And what did I say on this paper here? Oh, my God. New Orleans. They could have went to New Orleans and got some type of mixture. Paid somebody down there to do something to you. Okay? They could have did this back in 2022. Victory. Yeah. You could have told them no. And they was like, oh, I'm going to stop you from getting whatever this is. Yeah, what's on the bottom? Yeah, they getting karma now. Contract. What's this trap? Ooh, that was quick. Yeah. They were watching to see if you was caught up. Yeah, somebody could have been stalking you. They could have had a child stalking you. They could have been doing this from you were younger. And I did another reading where I said something about this lady on TikTok where she was talking about this show called Unknown on Netflix. And spoiler alert, I'm about to tell y'all. This little girl was getting stalked for 2 fucking years. 2 years. I mean, they were sending her some diabolical text messages, like vile shit, man. Like, you need to go ahead and take yourself away from here. All this stuff. And bitch, it was her own mama. So, yeah, this could have been your mama who could have been catfishing you. This could have been the one who kept attacking you because you're happy. So, it's like they always tell you, oh, you can come to me. I'm your mother. And every time you go to them, they reject you. To break your spirit. What's this commitment? They would watch you. And with the 6 of Wands, yeah. They wanted you to be confused about your next steps, your options, even for you to make solid, consistent decisions. They could have been the one doing something to you from a child. Maybe you don't even remember your childhood. And this is what I'm saying. Somebody could be watching you online. If you have like a platform, they could have been watching your social media for years. They could act like they don't know nothing about the socials, but they're the ones behind everything. They could be stalking you, yeah. Or they could have a witch, yeah. Okay, they could have a witch doing something to you. Or maybe whoever this spirit is that they're working, they could have an attachment. Okay? They could have an attachment. They could have buried something. So, bitch, put it where it fit. Yeah, they could have did some root work to be able to consistently harvest off of you. What is this timing? I'm seeing the Justice card in here. Yeah. Oh my God. Look. Time and time again. I don't know if they did it one last time, but this what broke the camel back, baby. Something will return before sunset. Maybe your power came back before sunset. 7:30. Oh my God. Maybe they do this on daylight savings time. Or maybe this last time they tried to do it back in Leo season. They got caught up. They're confused on how something ain't work. Yeah, they could have sent some type of spirit to you, or this is your spirit team who was like, no, bitch, you're not past going this time. Yeah, somebody, oh my God, somebody could have definitely tried to attack you. Look, but judgment was called. Yeah, you spoke some type of truth. You realized something right on fucking time. So this could be somebody who's been time and time again, who you've been sabotaging to help them. And it's always like everybody else shit getting taken care of. Time and time again, you put yourself in a position or put them in a position for them to elevate and win. And you're always at the fucking bottom. No more. What's this future? You're planning for the future now. Yeah, 10 of motherfucking pentacles. Y'all see me ask, what are we looking at? 10 of pentacles. You are planning for your future. All that stuck, stagnant energy, them stalemates, it's time for you to win out here. This is a no season. Protect yourself. Guard yourself. You fought long and hard to get out of this energy, and every single time you keep running into motherfuckers who consistently keep fucking taking your kindness for weakness, trying to overpower you, especially in the past. The wheel is turning, and bitch, you better jump on board, because you about... We be rolling, they hating, riding dirty. Yeah. So this could have been somebody who was trying to set you up. They could have been trying to frame you for a crime. They could have been trying to say you're not living right. They could have, if you had children, they could have even been trying to call them people on you for saying you're neglectful. It's like somebody was trying to do so many different things. You see how it kind of got dark in here, and both the lights are on in here. It's like somebody was trying to figure out, like they could even went to your landlord and was talking shit about you, or because it's bringing me back to the dude who the baby mother was on Section 8, or the girlfriend or whatever was on Section 8, and he went to the office because she pissed him off. They got into something, and he went to the office and told the lady that he was living there, and the lady was like, okay, so now I go tell her she have to leave because you're there. Do you have somewhere for her to go? And he's like, no. She was like, okay, so why would you do that? And she got your kids because of a petty fucking argument or whatever y'all going through at the moment. So somebody could have tried to do this and it backfired badly. Or this could be somebody who called CPS, or you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, the paperwork got lost or something of the sort, or you know what I'm saying? It's just like where something was set up for you to fail, it backfired on them. Selective amnesia. That's what I'm going to call this. Yeah, somebody could have had a secret. And remember I said something about Secret Service? And remember I told you I sat on my glasses, something was underneath. So somebody could have put some camera in your home thinking that they were going to catch you doing something, and it completely backfired. You know what I'm saying? It only caught them up. Yo, this shit is crazy. Somebody could have even tried to put your handprint on yeah, while you were sleeping. Look. While you were sleeping. They could have been attacking you while you were sleeping. You could have had a long, hard day at work and came in just tired and crashed. And, you know, or they gave you something. Or maybe they try to say you go out and party and maybe people were watching. And it's like, well, we ain't seen this person leave the house. Or we've been sitting on this house for days and the person ain't come out. Or when they do come out, they only come out with their kid and that's it. And then they go back in. I don't see. Because I remember this girl tried to do that to me. My baby father was messing with this raggedy ass bitch, right? And she got mad because I beat her up at the hotel. And I'm not proud. I'm not proud. And I beat her up at the hotel. So the bitch, she called CPS on me and told CPS that I had people coming in and out of my house all hours of the night. I was sleeping with people in the basement. My kids were dirty and they were just outside playing all day, all night. They don't eat, all this shit, right? The lady said she was sitting in front of my house since fucking 9 o'clock. Yeah, because I leave out for work for 7:30. I don't come back until after 6. She said ain't nobody come out this door. Not even your neighbors. She came in the house. There was food in my fridge. The place was clean and all this shit. And she was like, oh, can I see the basement? I said, if you could get through the fucking wall. But the way the apartment complex was set up, they automatically assumed I had a basement. So you see when people trying to fuck you over, that lady closed my case in less than 3 months. And she was like, the only reason she had to do it because there was another incident where somebody was being abused and they ended up hurting the child. You know what I'm saying? So because they closed the case out too quick. So just for protocol. And that lady sent me a paperwork within 2-3 months, and that was it. Okay, I was souped too because when I saw the card on the thing, I thought it was Section 8, bitch. I was souped. Like, let me call this lady back, child. It was, them people. So somebody did not see, honey. This could even been a masculine. This could have been a baby father who tried to come in, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to get you to move away from something. But they ended up standing there looking stupid. Or this could have been you who always felt defeated in your endeavors or whatever the case may be. But you done bossed up. You put yourself first. You started investing in yourself and speaking up and letting motherfuckers know. No is a complete sentence, and I'm not going to, that's it. I don't know. No explanation. So, yeah, this could have been anybody. This could have been a mother figure and your baby daddy working together. Okay? Yeah, because I remember there was one point in time where my mother wasn't talking to me, but she was talking to my baby father. And I'm looking at her like, her fucking priorities straight. But the only reason she was talking to him was to give information. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Yeah, look. To give information. That's it. They trying to figure some shit out. And it's like, there's nothing to figure out. I don't know what y'all think or thought or whatever the case, you know? And then my baby father ended up telling me years later, my brother told him that I do cocaine. I'm like, bitch, where? I can't even have a booger in my nose, much less cocaine. Wow. Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? People will go to the extremes to make you look a certain way. So I did a reading yesterday where I said this could even be a lie that was drug out for too long. Yeah, somebody's confused how you got out of something, how something changed for you. But a lie could be coming out. But this is the time. The lunar eclipse, bitch. Oh, baby, it's going to eclipse some shit. Okay? It's going to eclipse some shit. This one is external. The solar is internal. So, congratulations, because you know what? You don't give a fuck. This don't have nothing to do with you. But, you know, of course it does, but it really don't. You're moving forward. You're elevating. Your spirit team, your ancestors are aligning you with what it is and what you need to be doing at this point in time. So, like, share, and subscribe. Big up on the stuff. I call back all my energy, purified and cleansed. I send back all spirit's energy to their resting space. Let's get one last card to fully close out. Let me just take some out of here. I'm going to just take something out of here, child. Whoa. Felicia. Somebody name could be Felicia. You could be like, bye, Felicia. This could be an angel. All right, let's close out. Close out. Close out. Last card. Oh, doing me. I cannot. I love it. Look, doing me. What this says, brace for impact. Yeah. You doing you. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. This is dope. Doing me. I love it. Brace for impact. Yeah, somebody's hella triggered. Okay. Somebody's name could be Amy. All right, something about power lines, power struggle. I'm telling you, somebody tried to challenge you. I don't know if they try to challenge you in the spirit, bitch, but yeah. Could have been trying to challenge you and your counterpart. Somebody might need your motherfucking help now. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Big up in the self. Toodles. I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day and self-care. Do some later. Toodles.